On to the next step. What I've done here is I've marked these ones, and I've center punched them. All four handles. Okay, we have a 5mm drill bit in the drill press. I've put a depth stop on the drill press, so it'll go down. It'll basically bottom out. So that should be good enough. I don't think it'll. Should always check your depth. That could be way too plenty anyway. Way too much. So what we have is these are what I'm going to use to secure it's a quarter BSW Allen key head. It'll only go in that far, so actually I should reduce the actual depth that I'm drilling. Probably to about there should be good enough. That's plenty. Now we just need to drill them. All we do is once we do one, slide it over and do the other one. Because we don't want to be having it in the center there, then drilling that one, that'll tip up. If we drill that one, that'll tip up as well. You could do that if you had like parallels underneath here to make it the same level, but since we don't, all we need to do is just slide it over, same depth. Okay, that's one done. That's two. through. Right, that's 4 now. They're all done. On to the next step. With taps, the one on the far right hand side, that's the starter tap. Then the one in the middle is the intermediate, and the one on the far left hand side is the finishing tap. Normally what happens is, if you're going to drill a hole and tap into a small plate, all you really need is the starter tap and the finisher tap. Normally the starter tap would basically go, you'd tap it and it goes straight through the material, and then you have your hole. Then you have your tapped hole. Alright, because we're doing a blind hole, what we need is the starter, the intermediate, and the finishing tap. Each tap has takes a bit more material. So basically, this one has it doesn't have much at the front, but more at the back. This one has a little bit more at the front, and the same amount at the back. And this one has a lot at the front and the same at the back. Anyway, so a good way to start a tap is if you just put it in the drill press. That way it'll be 90 degrees. You don't have to do this, but this will give you a good starting point. Then you can take it off and tap it wherever you like. We're just doing this by hand. Just lower it down and just spin it with your hand. Just a bit of downward pressure. Since it's plastic, it'll go pretty good. Just got to remember to back it off. Okay, that's just started there. Okay, this is a tap holder. All we do is we go down and we just follow the thread down. Go down as far as you can. So what you do is you just start them all, then just run through with this intermediate, then the final one. But I'm just doing this to show you. Then I'll just do the rest of these off camera. There's the final tap going in now. You can put some cutting fluid with this. That's as far as we need to go. You can get automatic tappers for the drill presses and things like that. Some drill presses come with that tap feature, but this one doesn't. Okay, so we've got a hole. Let me just try our screw in there. That's one. That's one done. That's pretty good. Now on to the rest. What I have done here is I've got my handle. What I've done is I've just placed it over the top of where I want it. I've just eyed it up by eye this way. What I did is I scribed a line around here. Then what I did is measured down from here to the line, made sure that they were level. Once they were level, I then positioned my hole. So what I did here was I just put a drill in here, and I measured here, and I measured from this side into here. Then when you come down from the top, you add on to the center of your hole, here, then from the inside inwards. So we measured from here into here. So what I got was, this was 14 mil from here to here, and this was 16 mil in from here to there. Then that way the pitch of my my handle was right. I'll do this to all the handles just in case that the holes are out. And this way it fixes the error if the holes are out they will be in when it's finished. Okay, so what we do is we just get our drill, and we just need to drill through now. What I'm going to do is just drill the pilot hole through. I've already center punched it, so the drill shouldn't wander. Just a smaller hole. I'm hoping the drill won't wander much. That's a little bit high. What I wanted. Try this on. I'll have to center punch these better before I continue. There is a key trick to when you center punch. If you've started and your hole's a little bit out, you just need to get your center punch, line it up, and just tap it the other side. And that should drag it back this way. Try that. In the first one, that's through. With our holes here, where they are just going to be a bit bigger, so if in case there is a little bit of movement, we'll be able to fix that. It's better. Alright, that's the pilot hole. there is a bit of a trick when you're going to pick up the pilot hole. Depending on what size hole that you have and you want to drill through, sometimes what happens is you get a bit of chatter. So what you do, get a bit of material. What you do is you put it over the hole. You put it over the hole there. So you put it over the hole, put your drill bit over the hole, and then just go slowly, and that ideally should stop the chatter. It's nice and makes it easier for you to drill the hole. A lot of the chatter is coming from my drill actually. So we're through the first one. We actually have two parts to drill through. We've got this outer one and we've got an inner one just inside the filing cabinet. Drill through this one, drill through the next one. It's about 9:30 at night. Trying to keep the noise down. Okay, I think we're through. If I held the drill right, we should be right. Otherwise, if we're not right, then we'll probably have to drill the back out a little bit bigger. But we'll have a look. Okay, this is the first fitting of the handle. You will see that if I make a mistake, you will see it first, along with me. Alright, so what we're doing is having the pretty side up, put the screw through, that's that one, put this one through, tightening it up now. There is a bit of give in this, the back wall of the filing cabinet here. It's a bit spongy. Just have to tighten it up as best as I can. You may have to keep coming back occasionally and giving it a tighten, but God, that's not too bad actually. Where's my drawer out? What happened here? The handles is a success. But now what I'll do is I'll do all the other handles, then I'll show you once I've done that. I'm quite happy about that. That's pretty good. The handle works like a treat. Open and close. Open and close. Enough for your fingers to get around. Like that. It's quite good. All I now need to do now is put these other handles on. Down the bottom. And the other filing cabinet. Quite like that. So yeah, here's the finished result of our plastic handles. There are a couple of things I had to do. Is one, I had to change where I was going to put this handle here. I was originally thinking about putting them like on this bit here, but there's a void in behind here. Same as the one that was on the other one. So the handle was originally in that position, so thought I'd mount it there. Simple fact being is that I've got more bite on this back edge here. Otherwise I'd have to just screw it in like that one, but then the back be a bit spongy. But that's alright, that's pretty good. Maybe I could have, if I'd known beforehand, I could have made the handle just a tad bit longer on that one there. But that's alright, I can open and close it. There you go. Recycled newspaper ties into handles. So yeah.